Good afternoon and welcome in once again to Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City, Panama for the 2016 CentroBasket Championship Tournament. Our third game of day number 2 of group play. This one between Mexico and Virgin Islands. Mexico yet to play a game in this tournament. Virgin Islands 1-0. Virgin Islands yesterday beat Bahamas 82-74.
Como visitante, el número 4, Paul Stoll para México.
And now for the first time, the team from Mexico being introduced on the floor. This a Group B contest.
Con el número 7, Jorge Gutiérrez. Con el número 8, Israel Gutiérrez. Con el número 9, Francisco Cruz.
Virgin Islands yesterday,
10, Gabriel Girón. Con el número 11, Edgar Garibay.
Despite having
con el número 12,
a short roster of just 9 players, looked pretty good.
Con el número 14, Lorenzo Mata. Y con el
Khalid
número
Hart
15,
and
Adrián
Ivan
Zamora.
Aska were very strong. Jonathan Gray shot the ball very well from outside in the second half.
Ramón Díaz y Jonathan Villegas.
Didn't get a lot out of Angel
Vamos a conocer
Rivera.
ahora de México.
Good afternoon once again and welcome in to Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City, Panama for day 2 of competition between Mexico and Virgin Islands, the 2016 CentroBasket Championships. Our officials for today's game, Pablo Estevez, Adrian Velezquez, and Jorge Vazquez. Our FIBA commissioner for this game, Fatima de Silva of Brazil. There we get a look at the starting lineup for the Virgin Islands. Same starting 5 as yesterday. Hodge and Gray the guards, Williams, Aska, and Hart the forwards. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for Mexico. Juan Toscano Anderson, Jorge Gutierrez, Francisco Cruz, Hector Hernandez, and Lorenzo Mata. Lorenzo Mata looks a lot bigger than his 6'8" frame. There you get a look at Sam Mitchell, head coach of the Virgin Islands. And Sergio Valdeomios for Team Mexico. Just moments away from tip-off. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world,
Vamos
for
a
the
dar inicio a las acciones de
2016
este partido
Central
entre
Basket
México y Islas
Championship Tournament.
Vírgenes.
Tournament
Arrancando con el número
favorite
6 para
Mexico
México,
in
Toscano,
action
número
for the
7,
first time
Gutiérrez. Número 9,
in this
Cruz.
tournament. It's going
Número
to be
12,
Mata
Hernández.
jumping
Número
against
14,
Asuka.
Mata. Iniciando por Islas Vírgenes, el número 6, Hodge. Número 8, Williams. 9, Gray. 11, Asuka. 12, Hart.
Gutierrez. It's Jorge Gutierrez. Inside to Mata. Goes off of his right hand. And it'll be Virgin Islands ball.
Vamos favorable para Islas Vírgenes.
Jorge Gutierrez spending time with the Charlotte Hornets last year. Asuka gets it to fall in. And the Virgin Islands take a 2-0 lead. Hernandez. There's Toscano. Now Hernandez. 17-footer won't go. Rebound tipped, but controlled by Williams. Hodge gets it to Hart. Beg your pardon, that's Asuka. Misses the jump hook over the taller defender, and here comes Mexico. Francisco Cruz to Hector Hernandez. He can't get it to go. Mata tries to muscle it up and in. Asuka, top of the key. Loses the handle as he tries to go around Hernandez. Craig Williams Jr. for three, no good. Rebound Hernandez. Here comes Cruz up the left side. Nice defense by Khalid Hart. Now Gutierrez gets the offense reset. Splits the defense. Nice ball movement by Mexico. Three on the way, and that's good. Francisco Cruz.
Para México. El número 9,
Strikes from downtown, and it's 5-2 Mexico.
That ball movement was absolutely stellar. They hit the right man at the right time. Even the split from the beginning to draw the defense and the kick out for the three-pointer.
Asuka left side working on Hernandez. Out to Khalid Hart. 7 to shoot. Hart driving on Hernandez. Hart in among the trees. Hart at 6'4", taking it in on Mata at 6'8". And Hernandez at 6'8". Draws the foul.
Falta personal del número 14 de México. Mata su primera falta.
Hart with a great game yesterday,
A la línea de tiro libre,
scoring
el número
18 points in the
12,
first game of the tournament.
Hart.
Looking for a
From
big,
the line, number 12.
big evening from him.
Hart hits the first free throw. The foul was on Mata, his first. And Khalid Hart
Anotación. Point.
gets both free throws, and he's got 2. Gutierrez to Hernandez. On the weave to Cruz. Here comes the screen by Mata. Cruz loses the handle, and it's going to go off of whom? They're going to say it went off of Virgin Islands. It'll be Mexico ball with 8 to shoot. I don't think I've ever seen a guy wear his headband like Mata wears it.
I think the only guy I've seen do that was Derek Fisher over his ears.
Yeah. Saved in bounds by Hernandez. Saved it to the Virgin Islands, though, and then Mexico comes away with it. 3 on the way from Hernandez, no good. Beg your pardon, that was Gutierrez. And a whistle to get perspiration off the floor after a pair of players went down. 7:08 to play first quarter. Mexico on top by 1, 5-4. So a good look at Sam Mitchell there. Hodge to Gray on the cut. Kick out to Asuka. Not sure what he was trying to do there unless it just got blocked. Now the spot up jumper by Francisco Cruz is good, and it's 7-4 now in favor of Mexico.
Para el número 9, Cruz de México.
Cruz has 5. Hodge working on Gutierrez. His pass was deflected, but it still ended up in the hands of Williams. Now the kick out to Williams. 8 to shoot. Asuka gets the defender Mata in the air, and that's going to be the second foul on Lorenzo Mata.
Falta para el número 14 de México. Mata su segunda del partido.
And now Mata will sit down as Adrian Zamora
Ingresa
comes
el número
on.
15, Zamora.
Boy, this Mexico roster is loaded with size. 3 on the way, back iron, no. Zamora the rebound. Gutierrez up the right side. Gutierrez floater won't go in, and the good rebound there by Craig Williams Jr. Hodge picks up the dribble, bodied by Gutierrez, almost a 5-second call. Williams has it baseline left side. Shot clock at 8. Khalid Hart out to Williams, long three-pointer, no good. Asuka the rebound, draws the foul. I think that may be on Zamora. Nope, it's on Juan Toscano Anderson.
Those offensive rebounds are something that, look how high he skies up for that rebound. And then another opportunity to score, and then you get a foul on the opponent.
From the line, number 11, Asuka.
Free throw by Asuka, a little too strong. Kevin Shepard, longtime veteran for the Virgin Islands, not on the roster for this tournament. He was the subject of a documentary when he played in Iran. Had a good tournament last year for Virgin Islands at the Caribbean Basketball Confederation Championship. But he is not with the team. He was in that picture called the Iran Job, back when not a lot of American players went to Iran.
Tiempo fuera, timeout, pedido por Islas Vírgenes.
Sam Mitchell wants timeout. 10-4 in favor of
Marcador,
Mexico. 5:15
10.
to play, first quarter.
Islas Vírgenes 4. Scored, Mexico 10. Virgin Island 4.
Welcome back to Roberto Duran Arena. Day 2 of competition at the 2016 CentroBasket Championship Tournament. Mexico leading Virgin Islands 10-4. Virgin Islands shooting 1 of 5 from the field so far for 20%. Mexico 4 of 8. Cruz leads Mexico with 8 points. No one else in the game with more than 2. Cruz, pretty Euro step move to get around a defender, and he's got 10. 12-4 now for Mexico.
One of those quick starts like we've seen so many other games these last couple of days.
Quick move by Hodge, bumped by Gutierrez. Reverse layup won't go. I don't know how Hodge got all the way to the lane through traffic. Mexico foul on number 7, Jorge Gutierrez.
Falta personal del número 7 de México, Gutiérrez.
Pretty catch and shoot there by Francisco Cruz.
El número 6, Walter Hodge.
Free throw by Hodge is in.
Punto. Point.
Hodge eyes the second free throw, and it's in. Now Giorgio Milligan comes on to replace Jonathan Gray. Toscano over to Zamora, now back to Hernandez inside, and some battling going on between Milligan and Toscano. Milligan called for the foul, his first.
Falta personal del número 5, Milligan, su primera
First
del
on the
partido.
team. Mexico with 4 team fouls. Gutierrez inbounds to Hernandez. Now out to Cruz, 8 to shoot. Cruz gets it out to Hernandez, 3 to shoot, puts out the bailout 3. No good, and Craig Williams Jr. the rebound. Here comes Hodge, over to Milligan, back to Hodge. Around the screen by Williams. Finds his way all the way to the bucket. Nice take there by Walter Hodge. 12-8 now in favor of Mexico. Oh, pretty move there. Cruz for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hart. Hodge to Williams, fake the 3. Now hands to Khalid Hart. Khalid's been quiet in this game, just 2 points so far. Now Milligan, 7 to shoot. Back to Williams. Williams to Milligan as the defense came over. Pretty job there by Craig Williams and Giorgio Milligan. And Virgin Islands down just 2 now, 12-10. Cruz gets the pass underneath to Zamora. He loses it on the way up. And Virgin Islands looking to tie. Hodge, hesitation move to the glass, blocked. Toscano went up for that one, and a technical foul called. That's going to be on Walter Hodge. There's that quick trigger that we talked about yesterday. Now Phillip Jones on to replace Craig Williams. That ball was on its way up. Hodge thought it was a goaltend, and he was chirping at the official all the way up the court, and finally the official said that's enough. So Hector Hernandez goes to the free throw line to shoot the tee. 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Free throw is good.
Hodge, just a passionate player. Definitely took a good drive to the basket there. Tried to get it off the backboard and got it pinned. But he's a passionate player, and you could just tell by the tenacity that he shows on offense and defense.
Floater by Cruz, rims out. Ball on the floor now, taken out of there by Jones. Here comes Hart. Now Milligan getting things set up. Around the screen by Jones. Jones was open on the roll. Milligan was hounded by a pair of defenders, though, and couldn't find him until too late. Paul Stoll into the game now for Mexico. He throws the pass out of bounds, and it'll be Virgin Islands ball, trailing by 3 with 2:19 to play in this first quarter.
Balón favorable para Racers Vírgenes.
14 flat. Phil, get low. 14 flat. Set.
Here, Sam Mitchell saying they've got 4 team fouls, and he wants Philip Jones to go low. Now Ivan Aska misses from long distance. Milligan, though, tracks down the rebound. 2 minutes to play first quarter, 13-10 Mexico. Milligan's step back jumper won't go. Francisco Cruz to Stoll around Jones. Now outside to Hernandez for 3. Bang!
De tres.
Hector Hernandez makes it a 6-point game, 16-10. Minute 35 to play first quarter. Fast first quarter in this game. Not a lot of fouls and breaks. Jones has it blocked from behind. That foul is going to be on Francisco Cruz. First foul on Cruz to go along with his 10 points. Walter Hodge leads Virgin Islands with 4, and now Hodge sits down. And Sam Mitchell having a little bit of a discussion with Mr. Hodge.
Jones from the line. Jones, number 14.
First free throw is good for Philip Jones. "30 years old, just a shade under 7 feet tall." Second free throw misses. Israel Gutierrez the rebound. Jorge Gutierrez has sat down. Hernandez to Gabriel Giron.
Oh.
Pretty drive by Giron.
Número 10 de México, Girón.
Rivera whips the pass out to Aska, gets it back on the right wing. Now Khalid Hart, 7 to shoot. Hart driving on Toscano. Off the glass, no good. Hernandez the rebound. Hernandez for 3. That was straight on, just a little too short. Aska fouled by Stoll. I don't know what Stoll is complaining about. He got him with the body and got him in the head. There's the body, there's the head. I'm not sure what he's complaining about.
Yeah, the players definitely have to keep their cool. And when these last couple games here, the referees are definitely not taking any extra words from the players, as we've seen already a tech in this game.
Aska hits the free throw. But, I mean, a call like that, I mean, that's not even up for discussion.
Yeah, that was clearly a foul.
Fouled him twice.
In one motion.
Aska sits down. Katwana Reimer comes on. 24 seconds to play in the quarter. About 2 seconds difference, maybe a second and a half between the shot clock and the game clock. Stoll, guarded by Rivera. Here comes the screen. Nice ball movement by Mexico. Stoll, the open three-pointer, rattles out. Toscano the rebound, though. And there's no way that's going to count. The shot clock had expired, and then the game clock expired. I don't think they bothered to reset the shot clock. That's not going to count. There's no way that's going to count. So as we await the video review, we'll keep it here. 18-13 right now. The original signal was score the basket.
Virgin Island 13.
But I don't think that's going to count. Not sure if we're going to get a look at the play. Already been decided, no basket. That's what I thought, no basket. And so the first quarter comes to an end with Mexico on top. This is the 2016 CentroBasket Championship.
Iniciamos el segundo periodo.
18-13 in favor of Mexico as we come to the second quarter.
Islas Vírgenes 13. Score Mexico 18. Is Virgin Island 13.
The basket by Mexico at the end of the first quarter did not count, as we suspected it would not. And Louis Shine, Virgin Islands hanging in there against the bigger Mexicans.
Yeah, they're definitely hanging in there. Mexico, they're getting a lot of wide open shots. They've hit a few threes there, and they're just getting a little more action down low. But Virgin Islands is only within 5 points, so still a close game.
Foul on Ketuana Reimer, his first.
Islas Vírgenes. River, su primera falta del partido.
That's a long two by Giron. Rivera to Hart. Five on the shot clock. Milligan gets it to Reimer, gets the shot off, and actually got a pretty decent look at it. Gutierrez misses the dunk. Is that going to fall in? Yes, it will. Counted for Giorgio Milligan.
Falta y posible jugada de 3 puntos. A la línea de tiro el número 5, Milligan. Ingresa el
That
número
foul
9,
on Marco
Gray.
Ramos.
From the line, number 5, Milligan.
Strong work there by Giorgio Milligan, and he goes to try to complete the three-point play and cut this lead to 4. He does. 20-16 now in favor of Mexico. Virgin Islands hanging around. Giron lines up the three. Too strong. Rebound popped around and then poked out of there by Ramos, and Ramos called for another foul. That's his second.
Falta personal del número 5, Ramos de México, su segunda falta del partido.
Ramos continuing his protestations, and he better be careful as well. Reimer back to Rivera. He pops from 18. Good shot there by Angel Rivera. And it's a 2-point game, 20-18.
Anotación del número 4.
Stoll turns around and puts up the three-pointer. I'm not sure if he thought the shot clock was winding down. There were still 11 seconds when he shot that, but it seemed like he turned and shot that in a hurry.
Yeah, he let off a Steph Curry release on that jump shot. Couldn't convert.
Jones missed the chance at the tie. And now Mexico looking to build the gap again. Ramos for three, short. Rebound taken by Jonathan Gray, and he gets fouled. That's going to be on Ramos, and that's 3 quick fouls on Marco Ramos. And he will have a seat. Mata comes back on. Francisco Cruz comes on as well as Israel Gutierrez sits down. Rivera to Williams. Fakes the hand to Milligan. Now drops it to Milligan. Oh, pretty drop pass underneath. And Kitwana Reimer wanted that one to fall in. Foul's going to be on Paul Stoll. That'll be his second.
Reimer has a chance at the free throw line to convert these two and tie this ball game up. They've walked their way right back into this game.
El número 15. Reimer desde la línea de tiro libre. From the line.
Reimer was 1 for 1 from the line yesterday. Hits this one. Gets his team back to within 1.
1 point. Un punto.
We have a tie game.
2 points.
20-20 with 7:23 to play in the second quarter.
Marcador global, México, Islas Vírgenes, 20 puntos en igualdad.
Stoll, left side, around the screen by Mata. Now the baseline jumper by Garibay, no good. And Sergio Valdeomios wants timeout. Williams for three, bang! Craig Williams Jr. gives Virgin Islands a 3-point lead. With the three-pointer, 6:52 to play second quarter, and Mexico wants timeout. Virgin Islands on top of Mexico 23-20 in what would be a pretty significant upset. Hernandez thought about the three, but then the defense closed. That shot was short. And now a foul against Mexico. That'll be on Gabriel Giron. And that's going to put Rivera to the free throw line.
De la línea de tiro libre, el número 4.
Mexico already over the limit. Virgin Islands just one team foul in this second quarter. Rivera makes it a 4-point lead. Make it 5, 25-20. Mata, right side to Cruz. And stolen away. Here comes Jonathan Gray. Rivera now. Top of the key, around the screen by Reimer. Kicks it out to Milligan. Rivera has it back. Three-pointer by Williams. Can't connect that time. Ooh.
Falta personal del número 15 de Islas Vírgenes, Ritter.
That foul against Ketuana Reimer. That's his second.
Ingresa con el número 11,
So
Asca.
Reimer sits down. Ivan Aska comes back on. Free throw by Gutierrez, no good. Second free throw falls in for Gutierrez. Cuts the Virgin Islands lead to 4. And now some sloppy ball handling by Virgin Islands, bringing that ball back in, and an easy, oh! So much for an easy 2 for Mexico. Now Milligan jets down the other end, takes it in traffic. Ivan Aska skies for the rebound and puts it in.
Another offensive rebound for the Virgin Islands and another conversion.
Hernandez answers at the other end for 3 points. And the lead cut in half, 27-24.
Número 12, Hernández.
Aska, top of the key, air ball. Gutierrez backs it out. Now into the corner. Giron turns it over. Here comes Virgin Islands. Rivera. Gray for 3. No good. Rivera catches it out of midair. Now Williams, the three-pointer. That's no good. Hernandez grabs that board. Mexico missing from in close again. Gutierrez fouled on that putback attempt.
Falta personal del número 8, Williams, su primera falta del partido. A la línea de tiro libre el número 7.
I think the foul was on Craig Williams. Free throw pops out for Gutierrez.
Anotación para Gutiérrez, el número 7 de México.
Aska, hounded by Cruz. Now hands it back to Hodge. Hodge draws the foul as he's bumped back into the backcourt. Foul is going to be on Cruz. That'll be his second.
Falta personal del
So
número
Hodge
9
will
de
go to the
México,
free
Cruz.
throw line with
Su
4:08 to
segunda falta del
play.
partido. A la línea de tiro libre el número 6, Hodge. From the line, number 6.
Hey, let a guard take the ball out. No bigs take the ball out no more. Guard take the ball out.
28-25 now. Hodge has 5 points. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Gutierrez, beg your pardon, that's Hernandez. Backs out, shoots the three, no good. Hodge into the corner for Milligan. Thought about the catch and shoot three-pointer. Williams gets it back. Now inside, pretty ball movement. Ivan Aska gets the reverse layup. Back to a 5-point lead for Virgin Islands, 30-25. And now Aska draws the foul as he's tied up with Gutierrez.
That was just a nice dump down pass here by Williams.
And an even better finish.
It's awesome when you see a big man that can not only score, but he has his eyes open and he's aware of what's going on the court.
Gutierrez misses. Here comes Hodge. Straight down Main Street. And Mata comes up hobbling. Looked like he took an awkward step out of bounds. Now here comes Aska. To Hodge in traffic. And Virgin Islands wisely back it out. Williams, long jumper, no. Up ahead to Gutierrez, and he'll go to the free throw line for the three-point play.
Falta y anotación para el número 7, Gutiérrez. Falta del número
Foul's going to be on Craig Williams Jr.
Williams.
That's his second. Now Williams will sit down. Philip Jones will come back in.
A la línea de tiro libre el número 7, Gutiérrez. Ingresa el número 12, Hart. Ingresa por México el número 6, Toscano. Punto para el número 7, Gutiérrez de México.
Gutierrez completes the three-point play to get the lead back down to 2, 30-28, and now some pressure in the backcourt by Virgin Islands. Rather, by Mexico on Virgin Islands. But they're able to break the press. Hodge drives on Mata. I think Mata got a piece of that, and now another block. Kick out to Cruz for three. Bang! Mexico gets the lead back.
El número 9, Cruz.
On the three-pointer by Francisco Cruz.
Cruz is 3 from 4 from the three-point line for 75%. He's shooting 71% from the field overall for 13 points.
Gutierrez backs it out. Coming up on a minute and a half to play in this second quarter. 3 ball on the way, no good. Ivan Aska the rebound. And Aska pushing it up. Kicks it out. 3 on the way from Hodge. That looked like it was going to go in. Pull-up jumper
Dos puntos
is
para el
good.
número 9.
Cruz hits again, and he's got 15. Inside of a minute to play now. 3-point lead for Mexico, 33-30. Cruz, the only player in double figures in the game. Here comes Oscar. He launches the three. Front iron no good. Hernandez the rebound. Gutierrez, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Ivan Oscar draws his second.
Falta personal del número 11, Iván Asca, de Islas Vírgenes.
Now, Lewis, talk us through that one. I thought Oscar got in pretty good position there, but he didn't even protest when the block was called.
It seems like, according to the replay, Oscar got in position, but then he started almost falling back before the guy even came into contact with him. So he wasn't moving side to side or anything, or just coming up to the spot. He actually had the position, but he anticipated the contact a little too early and just kind of started falling.
Wasn't quite a flop. There was plenty of contact there, but
right.
I get what you're saying. 33-30, 37 seconds to play in this second quarter. Second game on the day. Beg your pardon, third game on the day. Earlier on, it was Bahamas over Costa Rica, 82-58. Antigua fell to Nicaragua, 74-62. Coming up at 8 o'clock, it's Puerto Rico and Panama. Mexico back in action tomorrow at 12:45 as they take on Costa Rica. Virgin Islands has the day off.
Seen some pretty good action, Craig, earlier today. The big man, number 17-year-old, did a really good job for the Bahamas. Really anticipated him doing well today. DeAndre Ayton.
Gutierrez now to the free throw line. Misses the first. Gutierrez 3 of 6 from the stripe in this one. Make it 4 of 7. 4-point lead for Mexico. 35 seconds to play. Oscar into the lane, has the shot blocked. Boy, they gave him a fresh 24 on that too.
Oh, man.
Game clock and shot clock about 2 seconds apart. Oscar loses it out of bounds. It'll be Mexico ball with 9.1 to play. Shot clock will be off. Gutierrez jogging it up. Clock at 5. Gutierrez into the corner. 3 on the way from Toscano. No good. 34-30 at halftime. Mexico leading Virgin Islands. Virgin Islands actually took a lead in that second quarter, but Mexico able to go on a little bit of a run there at the end and take the lead back. This is the 2016 CentroBasket Championship live from Panama City. Welcome back to Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City, Panama for the 2016 CentroBasket Championship Tournament. Third game of 4 on the day. Coming out of halftime, Mexico leading Virgin Islands 34-30. And Lewis, if you are the coach for Mexico, Sergio Valdeomilos, You've got to be kind of unhappy with the way your team played in that first half. This team from Mexico really has a lot of firepower, and they were held to just 34 points by a smaller Virgin Islands team that has a short roster.
Yeah, Mexico got off to a good start, and then they let the Virgin Islands walk their way back into the game and can only maintain a 4-point lead coming out of halftime. So they definitely have to slow down the Virgin Islands just a little bit going into the second half, or they could be facing the deficit themselves.
Greg Williams Jr. scores to make it a 2-point game. Behind the back dribble for Gutierrez. He gets it back. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Gutierrez gets fouled. That will be on Khalid Hart. And that'll be his first.
Primera falta personal para el número 12, Hart, de Islas Vírgenes. Balón favorable para México.
Toscano launches the three-pointer, and that's good.
De tres, Toscano, número 6 de México.
First points of the game for Toscano, 37-32. Now Gray, air ball from the other end. And Mexico nearly turns it over. Kick out to Hernandez. Now Toscano into the corner. 3 on the way. That's good. Cruz scores. He's got 18.
De tres, el número 9, Cruz para México.
And just like that, it's an 8-point lead for Mexico. Hodge finding Aska. He shoots it up over Hernandez. Off the glass, won't go. Gutierrez. Now Cruz attacks the baseline, puts it up over Williams. Shot won't go. Aska and Mata get tied up. Virgin Islands comes away with the ball. Williams hands it to Hodge, and he gets bumped. That'll be on Hector Hernandez, his first.
Falta personal del número 12 de México, Hernández, su primera falta del partido.
Williams deep right side. 10 to shoot. Hodge gets it out to Williams. Shot clock now down to 5. Williams, long 3 from straight on. That looked like that was going to go in. Now the kick to Mata. He gets fouled.
I didn't think Mata needed to dribble that ball right there. If he would have kind of called it in stride and went right up, but he gave the defender an opportunity to get to him.
Falta del número 8, Williams. Su tercera falta del
Foul
partido.
on Craig Williams Jr., and that is his
A la
third
línea de
foul.
tiro libre, el número 14, Mata.
Lorenzo Mata short on the first free throw. Second free throw up
Punto
and
anotado por el
in.
número 14 de México.
Now some pressure in the backcourt by Mexico. Nice job by Virgin Islands breaking that pressure. And off the glass is Ivan Aska.
2 puntos para el número 11, Iván Aska.
Lead down to 7 rather, 41-34. Mexico turns it over. Gray to Hart. Hart into the lane. Scoop layup. Tough shot by Khalid Hart.
Anotación de lujo del número 12 de Islas Vírgenes.
Virgin Islands
pequeño
claws back to within
Hart.
5 at 41-36. Cruz around the screen by Hernandez, then cut off. Mata. Hernandez from outside, that's good.
Punto para el número 12, Hernández de México.
Nice patience again from the offense of Mexico. Gray, left side to Hart. He launches a three, and that's good.
De tres.
Hart's warming up a little bit the last 5 points.
He's got 7 now, and the lead down to 4, 43-39. Cruz inside to Mata with the left hand. Virgin Islands fell asleep a little bit there.
Anotación para el número 14, Mata de México.
Hodge left side. Hart now between the rings. Jonathan Gray. Pull-up jumper. And here comes Mexico back the other way. Alley-oop to Hernandez, and he jams it home. Oscar, what a pretty circus shot there. Dare I say, Jordan-esque.
Now we got 2 big smiles over here from me and Craig because this is beginning to be a really exciting game all the way around.
Entra con el número 5 Villegas y el número 14 Jones.
Here's the alley-oop to Hernandez. He thunders it home with 2 hands. And now, that was very much Jordan-esque. The reverse scoop windmill off the glass with the English and drawing the foul. Can't complete the 3-point play, however.
Hernandez with 11 points in the game, and Aska has 12.
47-41. Virgin Islands not going anywhere. That time, Hernandez found himself alone under the basket, and Jones and Oscar talking on their way back up the court. Hart around the screen by Jones. Now Oscar from 20. That's good. Oscar with 14 now. Gutierrez draws the foul on Hodge. I think Gutierrez sold that contact a little more than there was. I think there certainly was a foul, but I think a bit of a flop there.
A little bit of flop. Of course, it's not the NBA, so he won't get fined on it.
Won't get fined, but FIBA does not take kindly to flopping.
Oh, wow.
And a steal by Oscar. He goes up and jams it home with 2 hands. Mexico wants timeout again. 49-45, the lead back down to 4. 4:27 to play, 3rd quarter.
Islas Vírgenes 45. Score Mexico 49. Virgin Islands 45.
Jesse, we ever face to face and make contact. The title held by me, MIB, means what you think you saw, you did not see. So don't be the standards now. Black suit with the black gray bands on. Walk a shadow, move the silence, guard against extraterrestrial violence. But we ain't on no bother unless we straight. Don't exist, no names and no fingerprints. It's all so strange, watch your back. But you quite know where the MIBs is at.
49-45 Mexico. shot blocked there by Philip Jones, and Jones thought he got it clean.
Falta personal en el número 14, Jones para Islas Vírgenes. Su
First
primera falta
foul
del partido.
on Philip Jones.
A la línea de tiro libre el número 15, Zamora.
Zamora goes to the free throw line. A little too strong. Both free throws missed by Zamora. Rebound grabbed by Milligan. Oscar from the top of the key. No good, but Hodge the rebound. Hodge, oh, I thought he was shooting that. Mata, beg your pardon, Zamora got that.
Iván Asca, número 11 de Islas Vírgenes.
What a putback by Oscar. That even drew an ooh from the public address announcer. Gutierrez for three. That's no good. Oscar the rebound. And a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Zamora. It'll be his first. We've got a replay on that putback. Watch this. Oscar, after the block, just soars in, grabs the block from out of midair, and put it back in. Imagine if he'd have dunked that. Oscar, no shot, they're going to say. That would have tied it. Foul is going to be on Paul Stahl.
Oscar's finding himself in the right places at the right time. 18 points, 5 rebounds.
Oscar has tied Cruz for game high honors. Hodge to his left. Gave it up underneath to Milligan, and Milligan draws the foul. That is going to be on Gutierrez, Jorge Gutierrez, his second. Stoll, Ramos, and Mata each with 3 fouls for Mexico. Greg Williams Jr. 3 fouls for Virgin Islands. Milligan cannot connect on the first free throw.
From the line, number 5, Milligan.
Milligan gets Virgin Islands back to within 1, 49-48. Pretty good contingent of Puerto Rico fans here already in anticipation of the game against Panama. That will start at 8 o'clock. We will have that for you. And now Hernandez. Quick move on Ivan Asca. Asca draws the foul. That'll be his third.
Hernandez closing in on a double-double. 15 points, 8 rebounds. He's coming alive here in the second half, Craig.
A la línea de tiro libre, el número 12, Hernández.
Hernandez to try to complete the three-point play. He does, and it's a 4-point lead now for Mexico. 52-48. Hart bringing it up on Stull. Ahead to Hodge. Beg your pardon, that was Milligan. Now a long 3 on the way. Is good! Khalid Hart gets Virgin Islands back to within 1. That one bounced in from off the top of the backboard. Now the floater along the baseline is good by Jorge Gutierrez. And now they're going to wipe up some moisture on the floor.
With that three-pointer, Hart moved into double figures with 10 points.
Ingresa con el número 15, River para Islas Vírgenes.
players in doubles for Virgin Islands. Oscar with 18, Hart with 10. 2 in doubles for Mexico. Cruz with 18 and Hernandez 16. Hodge between the rings to his left around the screen by Reimer. Lead Hart. That's good! Khalid Hart ties it up at 54 with a 29-footer.
Craig, I think that was a heat check.
Well,
3 for 4 from the three-point line.
I think he'll be able to shoot it from anywhere in the building now.
Tercera falta personal para el número 15 de Islas Vírgenes, Kidwana River.
Got Hart making his application for the Splash Brothers. With that kind of range.
That's when you know a guy's starting to feel it, because when a big man comes up to set the screen and he doesn't even use the screen.
Hernandez misses the free throw with 1:40 to play in this third quarter. This would be a pretty significant upset. Both free throws no good. Milligan. Side to Reimer. Reimer with 5 to shoot. Puts it up with the left hand. No good. Good defense by Adrian Zamora. Gutierrez loses it. Here comes Angel Rivera taking it up against Hernandez. Gives it up to Milligan. Milligan kicks it out to Hart. Now Rivera. Jet quick move inside. Can't get the shot to fall in, but he draws the foul. That's going to be on Francisco Cruz, and that'll be his third foul. So Toscano will come back in to replace Jorge Gutierrez.
Tercera falta del número 9 de México, Cruz.
I'm sure there was a lot of contact on that foul call against Cruz. Rivera gives Virgin Islands the lead, 55-54, 57.7 to play, third quarter. And now a 2-point lead for Virgin Islands, 56-54.
6 puntos en el partido de hoy.
Stoll guarded by Rivera. Now here comes Cruz. Back to Hernandez. He launches the 3. No good. Zamora the rebound. You have Rivera guarding Zamora. Now they switch back. That 3 missed. Another offensive rebound. Stoll finds it and grabs the 2 points.
Stoll just did something that a lot of players don't do, especially young players. Followed a shot, and he got rewarded and had a wide open layup.
Tied up at 56. Virgin Islands holding for the last shot with a chance to take the lead into the fourth quarter. Rivera, hesitation move, kick out. Milligan, yes! Toscano from just inside half court, no good. And Virgin Islands take a 3-point lead into the fourth quarter. This is the 2016 CentroBasket Championship. As we look at the drive and dish from Rivera, 3-pointer from Milligan, bang! We're back in a minute from Panama City. It's a 59-56 lead for Virgin Islands over Mexico as we head to the fourth quarter.
Nos preparamos para el inicio del cuarto periodo.
Virgin Islands, the 2015
Marcador global, México
Caribbean Basketball
56,
Confederation
México
champions.
59. Score Mexico 56, Virgin Island 59.
Can they take down Mexico? Virgin Islands with the ball to start off the fourth quarter. 10 to shoot. Milligan, pull-up jumper from 15. That's good. 5-point lead now for Virgin Islands. 61-56. Cruz turns it over. And they're going to say that went off Virgin Islands. It'll still be Mexico ball. Hernandez thought about the three, but then Reimer closed.
Oh.
And that three is good. Stoll hits the three-pointer.
De tres para México, Paul Stoll.
Mexico back to within two. Pretty wraparound pass by Hodge. Reimer could not finish, and then he drew the foul. That's twice that Reimer has had the ball underneath, got fouled, and thought he should have finished. But he will go to the free throw line. The foul on Toscano, his second. Got both defenders in the air, and he hit the rim on the way up, and pretty frustrated with that.
From the line, Kitwana Rimmer.
Rimmer hits the first free throw. Back to a three-point lead. Reimer misses the second, and it stays 62-59. Hernandez hands to Cruz. Oh, and Cruz throws that away. He was trying to find Hernandez underneath. And just whipped that pass all the way down the tunnel. Stoll, Honding Rivera. And Rivera turns it over. Rivera, I think, was trying to draw that foul. He kind of put his face into the defender and snapped his head back and then dove. Look at it here.
Saque favorable para México.
Officials did not buy it. Stoll now. Back to Hernandez. Cruz. Spin move. Open jumper missed. Milligan had the rebound, but it went off of his hands out of bounds.
Saque favorable para México.
Toscano comes out of there kind of holding his face a little bit. Didn't see what he hit his face on. Now Hernandez for three. That rings out. And here comes Milligan. Milligan to Oscar. That scoop move won't work. Hernandez snares the rebound. Pull up three for Cruz. That's no good. Oscar the rebound. And that foul is going to be on Oscar. It'll be his fourth. Beg your pardon, they called that on Toscano. The way Oscar reacted, I thought he drew the foul. when I saw the play initially, I didn't think it was going to be on Asuka, but then the way he reacted, I thought it was going to be on him. Williams hits for three. Sergio Valdelo Milos wants timeout again. It's a 6-point lead for Virgin Islands. 65-59, 7:43 to play. (65-59) Virgin Islands leading Mexico, 7:43 to play. Big three-pointer by Craig Williams Jr. For Williams, that is his second three-pointer in 7 attempts. He's got 8 points. 3 players in double figures for Virgin Islands. Milligan now with 11, Asuka 18, and Hart with 13. Mata back into the game for Mexico with 3 fouls. And now Hernandez draws the foul. That will be on Walter Hodge.
Tercera falta personal para el número 6 de Islas Vírgenes.
Pardon, that was Gutierrez drawing the foul.
Looked a little more of an offensive foul. Looked like he flared out with his arm against Hodge.
Toscano to Gutierrez. 3 on the way. That's good. And he's going to go to the line.
Triple.
Giorgio Milligan commits the foul on the made three-pointer.
A la línea de tiro libre, el número 7, Gutierrez.
No question about that one. A lot of times those guys will kick their leg out to try to draw the foul, and the officials don't usually buy that. But a chance at a rare 4-point play here for Gutierrez, and he can't complete it. Rivera circling around, giving it up underneath. Asuka won't fall in, but he'll go back to the free throw line. That's going to be on Stoll. And that'll be his third.
Asuka's loving those reverse type of layups.
Ingresa con el número 9, Cruz.
Which
A la línea de
is
tiro
a smart
libre, el
shot
número 11,
because
Asuka.
the rim, it helps you to protect you from the defender. And a lot of times,
Ivan
the
Asuka.
defender thinks you're going up on one side and you go to the other. So it's a really smart move.
Actually, the foul on Stoll was his 4th. Saw the table hold up the sign for 3, but there were already 3 up on the board, and that's what I had it for. Asuka makes both free throws, and he's got 20.
Anotación.
67-62, inside 7 minutes to play. That jumper no good. Rebound, Craig Williams. Asuka from the left wing. Wants the ISO. Into the lane. Jump hook, short. Rebounded by Jorge Gutierrez. Gutierrez spin move won't go. Williams the rebound. A couple of big boards there by Craig Williams Jr. the last couple of trips down the floor. Oscar out to Williams for three. That had a pretty good chance of going in. Hernandez handing it to Stoll as he gets away from Rivera. Now handing it to Matos in the lane, or Mata rather. Mata misses, but he draws the foul. That's going to be on Walter Hodge, and that'll be 4 on Hodge.
Entra con el número 12.
So Hodge sits down. Khalid Hart comes back on.
Hart. A la línea de tiro libre, el número 14. Por México, Mata.
Clear. Horns up. Angel, horns up. Box out. Horns up.
Mata misses the free throw.
Box out. Clear. Box out. Angel. Angel. Box out. G, get the shooter.
Mata misses them both, but Cruz gets the offensive rebound. Stoll. Oh, quick move around Rivera. And that's going to be an over and back against Mexico.
Virgin Islands sitting in a really good position here, up 5 points, 5:47 left in the game, and they have the possession.
Yeah, they're not really letting Mexico do very much. Oscar out to Williams, misses the three. Oscar was losing his footing and had to get rid of the ball. Mexico could use a bucket here. Hernandez out near midcourt, getting it to Jorge Gutierrez. Tries to get away from Khalid Hart. Loses it, and that's going to be a turnover. Virgin Islands ball, 5:20 to play.
14 roll.
Balón favorable para Islas Vírgenes.
Yeah, that went off the leg of Gutierrez after it was swatted away by Khalid Hart. Oh, pretty job by Rivera splitting the defense, but it got swatted away by Mata. And a three by Cruz. Big shot there by Francisco Cruz, and Sam Mitchell wants timeout. Mexico back to within 2, 67-65. 4:55 to play between Mexico and Virgin Islands.
Oh,
Virgin Islands have not scored in over 2 minutes. And Mexico has not done much either.
Para Islas Vírgenes.
They trail by 2 following the three-pointer. Hart, guarded by Gutierrez. Now Oscar over to Williams for three. Tell that was going to be off.
missed his last three three-point shots. I want to take a look at another shot or another open guy.
Mata fouled. That's going to be on Khalid Hart.
Williams
It is, and for Hart, that's foul number 2.
Williams is 2 for 10 from the three-point line. 3 for 12 overall.
Generally, a guy shoots 2 for 10 from beyond the arc. You want him to stop taking that shot.
Exactly.
Segunda, el número 12, Khalid Hart. A la línea de tiro libre, el número 14. Lorenzo Mata.
Mata
Anotación por
hits the
México.
first free throw. Don't forget, one more game coming up at 8 o'clock. It's Puerto Rico and Panama. Stands already starting to fill up. Mata hits both free throws this time. And we are tied up at 67, 4:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Rivera. Screen from Jones, kicks it into the corner. 3 on the way from Hart, no good. But there's Ivan Aska again. He's got 22.
That's my pick for player of the game. Hopefully they can hold on to win this game as well.
Tough screen there. Mata.
Phil, you got to call something. Phil, you got to get on that side. He's weakening.
Mata with a hard screen on Milligan, and Sam Mitchell comes out near midcourt saying, you got to call that out and get your guy killed.
Oh, man.
Aska commits the foul. That's his 4th.
You might think that some injuries on the basketball court are dangerous, but some of the most dangerous things that can happen on the basketball court is when you run off of a screen you cannot see, and you run right into it like a brick wall. I've had a few of those.
Saw a play last year in the Caribbean Basketball Confederation Championship. I think it was a play Virgin Islands was involved in. Maybe it was Cuba. Can't remember who it was, but there was a 7-footer that set a screen near midcourt as the team was running up court trying to hurry into the front court. And he stood there flat-footed, big 7-footer, 250 pounds, and the guy just ran straight into him and got laid out. And they called the screener for a foul. And the team just went absolutely bananas because he was not moving. It was just a terrible call. But it was such a violent collision that if maybe you just saw it out of the corner of the eye, you figure he had to have thrown an elbow or something. Yeah. But it was one of the most brutal collisions I've ever seen.
I mean, you feel bad for the guy that runs into the guy, but it's a legal play.
Yeah, it absolutely was a legal play. Virgin Islands on top by 1. Inside 3.5, rather just outside 3.5 minutes to play. And Sam Mitchell, for all his accomplishments as a player and coach, he's not just a guy who's going to sit on the bench and tell people he was the coach of a national team. He's up coaching. That foul on Hernandez, his 2nd. Next foul for Mexico. Virgin Islands will be shooting. Aska into the lane. And now Aska will go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Hector Hernandez. That's his 3rd.
Few key fouls here with 3:25 left. They're slowing the ball down and giving the Virgin Islands an opportunity to capitalize at the line.
Aska can't hit the free throw. Can't hit either one. Will those come back to haunt Virgin Islands? Pass down low, a little too low, and it goes out of bounds. Mexico turns it over. 3:12 to play. Virgin Islands on top by 1. Hodge. Out to Aska. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Ivan Aska.
I believe that's going to be 5.
That is a huge loss for Virgin Islands on an offensive foul. Ivan Aska will sit down with 3:01 left. Boy, I don't know about that. So the biggest weapon for Virgin Islands out for the rest of the game. Aska sits down with 22 points and 7 rebounds. Cruz spins that one. Does not fall in. Now Khalid Hart takes it up. That won't spin in. Gets tipped out of bounds, and that'll be Mexico ball. Virgin Islands clinging to this 1-point lead. Hernandez jumps into traffic. And that foul will be on Williams, and that's his 4th. So Hodge has 4, Williams has 4, Aska has fouled out. Stoll has 4 for Mexico. Ramos, Toscano, Cruz, Hernandez, and Mata each with 3. Gutierrez ties it, 2:22 to play. Second free throw gives Mexico the lead, 70-69, and now Rivera comes on as Philip Jones sits down. Hodge will draw the foul. That will be on Mata, and that will be his 4th. To go along with 7 points.
Del número 14 de México, Lorenzo Mata. A la línea de tiro libre.
2:14 to go in this one.
Número 6, Walter Hodge from the line.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, it's
Number
Puerto
6,
Rico
Walter
and
Hodge.
Panama.
Primera anotación.
Hodge gives the lead back to the Virgin Islands, 71-70.
Hodge, number 6.
Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Hernandez gets fouled by Milligan. They're going to say no shot. Foul occurred on the floor. Little mouse in the house action there. Milligan had to grab Hernandez in order to try to prevent the easy bucket. That's 3 on Milligan. Hernandez to the foul line, where he's 2 of 4 so far. Gabriel Giron getting set to check back in for Mexico. Both free throws good, and now Mexico back on top, 72-71.
Ingresa con el número 10 para México. Gabriel Girón.
Hodge into the front court. Around the screen by Williams. Nice feed underneath. Kick back out to Hodge. 3 on the way. Left side no good. Rivera the rebound. Hart for 3 again. I think Gutierrez got a piece of that. I think Gutierrez got a piece of that second 3-point attempt by Hart. That left and had almost no rotation on it. As you see, the Virgin Islands have missed their last 8 field goal attempts. They now trail by 1. 1:30 to play. And now that foul on Craig Williams Jr. will put him down for the rest of the game. He will foul out with 8 points. Now Philip Jones comes back on. Jonathan Gray replaces Rivera.
A la línea de tiro libre, el número 12 de México, Héctor Hernández.
So Hernandez to the free throw line. He's got 18 points. Misses the first free throw.
18 points to add with 12 rebounds as well. Double-double.
Hernandez hits the second, and it's a 2-point lead for Mexico, 73-71. And Sam Mitchell wants timeout with 1:30 to play. This one's going down to the wire. It's the 2016 CentroBasket Championship. CentroBasket Championship live from Panama City. (73-71) Mexico leading Virgin Islands. 1:30 to play. Virgin Islands in the middle of a big drought. You hear the fans starting to make some noise in the background. The lower bowl behind us just about full. Lower bowl opposite us. Floor seats full. Lower bowl starting to get filled up. Not really a bad seat in this place.
Oh.
Jones saves it. Still plenty of time. Milligan in traffic. Can't get it to go. Milligan gets it back. Now Hodge jumping under with the left hand, and that's good. Tied up at 73. 1 minute to play. Cruz around the screen by Hernandez, gives it up to Hernandez underneath, has the shot blocked.
Nice job by Jones with keeping his hands straight up and not drawing the foul.
I thought he bumped him a little underneath.
Just a little bit. I saw that too.
Here's that pretty shot by Hodge. Timeout Mexico, 73-73, 50.4 seconds to play. Tied up at 73. 50.4 seconds to play in the game. Mexico out of timeouts. Virgin Islands has one remaining. Williams and Oscar have fouled out for Virgin Islands. Mata has 4 and Stoll has 4 for Mexico. It'll be Mexico ball. Let's see what Sergio Valdeomilos has drawn up. And he drew up a successful play. 75-73 now. Hodge. 30 seconds to play. Hodge. I think he was trying to pass that. Oh my goodness! Philip Jones hits and we're tied up at 75.
Jones lost that initial pass, but he made up for it with that jump shot.
Shot clock is off. Game clock at 10. Cruz backs it out to near midcourt. Cruz working on Jones. Step back 3. Can't get it. Hernandez. Oh! And we're going to go to overtime. Tied at 75. Boy, Mexico had a couple of real good looks at it. Wow. We are going to overtime. Tied at 75 between Mexico and Virgin Islands. There's the shot by Hodge that ended up being a pass. Philip Jones swishes it. And then Mexico unable to score at the other end. 75 all. We're going to OT. Mexico outscores Virgin Islands 19-16 in the fourth quarter to tie it at 75, headed to overtime.
Marcador, México 75.
It's going to be Mexico ball to start off.
Score, Mexico
the
75. Virgin Islands 75.
Now there's some question as to who has possession to start off this fourth quarter. Oh, and Sam Mitchell. That's what it was. I saw it too. They had 10 minutes up on the clock instead of 5. Sam Mitchell certainly didn't want a 10-minute overtime with 2 of his players fouling out. And now Mexico on top, 77-75. You haven't been to a game south of the states, have you?
The first one.
It's going to be drums and horns and all sorts of other stuff in this 8 o'clock game between Puerto Rico and Panama. It'll be a lot of fun. Great atmosphere.
I've seen some of these fans. They're actually bringing in all kinds of congos and drums and everything. It's definitely all new to me, so this is exciting.
Falta personal del número 9, Jonathan Gray.
That
de
foul on
Islas
Jonathan
Vírgenes.
Gray.
Primera falta del partido. A la línea de tiro libre el número 12 de México, Héctor Hernández.
First free throw by Hernandez, good. And he hits them both. It's a 4-point lead for Mexico, 79-75. Hernandez, 23 points and 13 boards. Hart in the corner, working on Gutierrez. Can't get that to fall in, but a foul is called. That's on Mata, and that'll be his fifth.
Lorenzo Mata.
I assume we're going to see Adrian Zamora come in, as Mata is done for the night. Actually, they're going to put in Juan Toscano Anderson.
A la línea de tiro libre el número 12, Khalid Hart. From the line, number 12, Khalid Hart.
So Khalid Hart to the free throw line. He's got 13 on the contest. Cannot connect on the first. Hart had been 2 of 2 from the line in this game. Missed them both.
Both teams haven't been doing so hot tonight in free throw percentage. Argentina is 66%, Mexico 57%.
No, you got 6.
That foul on Kitwana Reimer, his fourth.
Bill got 12.
Falta personal del número 15, Kitwana Reimer. En su cuarta falta personal. A la línea de tiro libre el número 6 de México. Anotación.
Toscano hits the free throw.
Why you gonna guard a guy that's posting us up? We got guys to guard your guy.
Mexico now up 5, 80-75. Make it 6, 81-75.
Anotación para el número 6, Juan Toscano de México.
Hodge, jet quick move around Hernandez. And they're going to say no basket. Hernandez comes out of there. He draws the foul. And that's going to be 2 shots for Hodge. Fourth foul on Hernandez. See if we can see what happened here. Oh, yeah. Hernandez got hit in the face with the top of Hodge's head. Boy, and that couldn't have felt good. Hernandez thinks he did it with his arm, but it was his head. Hodge hits the first free throw. You can tell why Hernandez is a little upset if he thought that Hodge threw an arm. But it definitely was not an arm. It was the top of Hodge's head that came into contact with the taller Hernandez's face. Both free throws good. Hodge now with 11, and it's a 4-point Mexico lead. 3:20 to play. Back to 6. As Cruz scores again, he's got 26 now. Leads all scorers. Inside to Reimer, the pretty finger roll. Looked like he wanted to go up and dunk that, Lewis, but then just kind of rolled it in with the finger.
It looked like he was a little too far from the basket. Might have needed the wingspan of Ayton from earlier's game to dunk that one.
Stoll Leaves it underneath and then kicked out to Gutierrez. Now back underneath. Nice ball movement by Mexico as Toscano scores.
Juan Toscano.
Leads back to 6. Gray, kick out. Milligan out to Hodge. 3 on the way from Gray, no good. Stole the rebound.
Nice ball movement for the Virgin Islands there. We just couldn't convert that three-pointer. But they're definitely going to need a really key defensive possession here to keep themselves in this game.
Stoll gets all the way to the bucket and lays it in. Now some pressure by Mexico. Hart for 3. Air ball. And you have to wonder if the Virgin Islands have run out of steam. The lead is 8 with 1:52 to play. Only 9 players on their roster to begin with, and 2 of them have fouled out.
I think it was a really tough blow for them when Aska fouled out. He was really their key player coming down to the end of the game there. When he fouled out, it just seems like they kind of started running out of gas at that point.
Fouled out with 3:01 to play. From there, it was Hodge and Hart. And a huge bucket by Jones. Tie it up. But without the presence of Ivan Aska in there, particularly, even though he's got 22 points, he was a huge force on the defensive end, grabbing rebounds. Mexico with 42 rebounds, Virgin Islands with 37. The lead now 9, 1:37 to play. And Virgin Islands need some points. Rivera had to kick it out as he ran into the trees. Hart, pump fake, got blocked by Toscano. And now Mexico will run some clock. Seven to shoot. Ball poked away, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Ooh, that did look like it was touched by Milligan. Hart. Kick out to Milligan. Pull-up jumper is good. 88-81 with 50.8 to play.
3-possession game at best. They're going to have to push up on defense here if they want to have a chance.
Hart commits the foul. That'll be his 3rd. Looks as if the Virgin Islands will fall to 1-1 in group play. Mexico will win its first game of the 2016 CentroBasket Championship, but not for being taken to overtime by the scrappy Virgin Islands club. Back to an 8-point lead, 39.8 to play. Hodge with the quick bucket. Down to 6, just 2 possessions now. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility. Gutierrez into the front court. 30 seconds to play. Have to wonder if Virgin Islands going to foul here, or are they just going to let Mexico chew off time? That's what they're going to do. Well, I don't understand that. Now they try to foul and can't get the foul. Boy, I do not understand not fouling there. Rivera spins it off the glass, won't go in. And now Gutierrez draws the foul on the three-point shot. That's going to be on Philip Jones. That's his third. What do you think about that, Lewis? Why do you suspect Virgin Islands, with trailing by only 6 points and 36 seconds to play, they didn't foul? They let Mexico run off 20 seconds on the clock before they tried to foul.
Yeah, I think you have a mixed mindset there. I'm not sure what the coaches were communicating, but some guys just kind of letting it go, and there's other guys that's fighting for it. So I believe someone wanted to say something. That's when they fouled with less time on the clock than that.
.2 seconds to play in this one. Free throw good. Lead 8. Hart for 3. Misses, and this one goes final. Mexico defeats Virgin Islands 91-83 in overtime.
México, 91 puntos. Islas Vírgenes, 83.
A valiant effort by Virgin Islands, tying Mexico in regulation at 75 on a jumper by Philip Jones. But Mexico outscores Virgin Islands 16-8 in overtime to move to 1-0 in group play. Our next game will start at approximately 8:16 p.m. Since this one went to overtime, they're going to bump back the start time for Puerto Rico and Panama. As you look at some of the final game stats and highlights.